What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to Challenge Your Boy Jared. Y'all, today we'll be looking at a video from Anton. I just got one thing to say. Imagine you being so draining to the point where you have men literally trying to go out here and well, not trying, but they're out here talking to artificial intelligent women online. They're choosing these women. Look at this shit. And this is quite funny.
I'm going to talk about what is happening in Germany, more specifically what has been happening in Germany for a year now. Berlin now has what is called a cyberbrothel, meaning that the customers, who are majority men, have the option to rent out these AI dolls, and these dolls can have conversations with them, they can physically interact with them. The men also have the option to get, a VR headset, so it feels as real as possible, even though they're only talking to a machine. They can book.
That, I know I'm interrupting the first 20 seconds. But that's insane. When they bring out humanoid robots, I'm telling you right now, this shit gonna start getting weird.
Book them for hours or even the entire night. Anybody with a couple of $100 can go to these AI dolls. Now, Philipp Fusenegger, who is, the owner of this, has said that people just feel more comfortable when they're talking to a machine because machines don't judge you. Is it that machines do not judge you, or is it that you can do whatever you want to a machine? Things that would be very illegal to do to a woman. Because we're getting incredibly concerning reports on these things. You are able to customize your dolls, the way they look, their hair, their eyes, their skin, their size. You can even give them features that would normally be seen in, people who are below the age of 18. You can also, reinforce the mindset that when it comes to, heterosexual relationships, the only person whose actual desires and thoughts matter are the man's. The woman is just there to do whatever you want her to do.
So, wait a minute. So the fact that you can that these guys literally choosing to deal with AI, artificial intelligent, sex dolls, y'all got a problem with that. So let me get this straight. Y'all was complaining about men not dating women that are certain sizes and stuff like that. Now the age thing I understand, but certain sizes, okay? Then y'all started bitching about the men not dating y'all. Now y'all bitching about the men choosing to date AI sex dolls and fucking AI sex dolls and being able to customize AI sex dolls to their exact liking. Whether that being them watching a Pornhub video or them watching a spicy video from that involves a lot of cartoon or anime or style. This is going to be a very awkward ass conversation. Wow. But them choosing to customize the doll whatever way they want, I ain't got a problem with that. But y'all gonna have all the damn choice in the world to say, oh, I don't want him to be this height. Well, I don't want him to be that size. He's got to have a certain eye color. He's got to have a certain slong size. He's got to be all this. Got to be all that. But the moment that they choose to do that to a fucking doll that is not even real, it's just basically heating filaments, a damn hole that's looks like a woman. Damn, this is a real awkward ass conversation. But the fact that y'all, you can't make this shit up.
Going to make it impossible for these men to have actual interactions with real-life human beings. We're also getting reports on, men asking for dolls with injuries, with blood, asking to do.
Let's rewind it back right quick.
Her to do. You're going to make it impossible for these men to have actual interactions with real-life human beings.
Most of y'all are repulsive. What the fuck you mean? Most of y'all are repulsive. Most of these guys that are damn dealing with them, those AI dolls, they don't want to deal with. They don't want to deal with the bullshit that a lot of y'all come with. That's the reason why y'all mad. Shit.
Also getting reports on, men asking for dolls with injuries, with blood, asking to do incredibly horrific and violent things to these dolls. Things that could land them in prison if they were to do that to an actual woman. But hey, that is just fantasy. It's not reality, right? We have never seen men who are interested in these types of things and who are consuming this type of content online or now in real life with these types of dolls actually targeting and being violent towards real life human beings, real life women. That has never happened before, and it will definitely not happen here. It is all just about, making sure men have a place where they can live out their depraved fantasy.
But then in the same token, y'all call these men that are damn dating these, that are damn smashing these dolls, incels. So there's a solution to the incel problem. But now y'all bitching about that. Make up your fucking mind. You're like, seriously, y'all bitching about, like, this is a whole entire solution to the incel problem. Y'all ain't got to worry about the creepy ass motherfuckers. All they got to do is go out there, buy a doll for a couple $1,000s and say fuck all else. But now y'all bitching about, you can make this shit up.
God forbid a man is ever judged for wanting to be violent towards a woman, for wanting somebody that looks like a minor, for wanting a woman covered in bruises and injuries and blood. You should never judge a man for that. That's just the way they are, right?
If they ask for a doll that has blood or bruises and all that shit, 9 times out of 10, they're a weirdo. You wasn't fucking them no way. So what the fuck's the problem now? Damn, y'all just want motherfuckers just to come around, just want to smash y'all all the fucking time. This is just embarrassing at this point. Y'all bitching about them now. You can't make this shit up.
Also, they are saying, their workday begins with a doll shower, which just sounds like the nastiest things ever because they...
Yeah. I might have ended up on the dark side of the internet right now because I can't rock with it. I don't understand it. I know that there's a subset of people out here that's going to validate it and ain't going to say things like, no, this protects the rest of us, or they should be able to get their stuff off, or at least it doesn't spill over into real life. We don't know that. I mean, basically what we're doing is that we're trying to contain a problem by isolating it and saying, hey, you can take it out on that instead of solving for the issues. But then at the same time, you can't necessarily make anybody solve for their issues. So I'm kind of conflicted about it because I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't right. And I would like for people to have real life interactions. But at the same time, you know that the worst amongst us is always going to be amongst us. So how do you solve for that problem?
And that's the honest truth, and I can agree with every time. I can agree with Anton on that. But here's the thing, though. Can we really fix this? And what I mean by this particular part right here.
Take it out on that instead of solving for the issues. But then at the same time, you can't necessarily make anybody solve for their issues. So I'm kind of conflicted about it because I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't right. And I would like for people to have real life interactions. But at the same time, you know that the worst amongst us is always going to be amongst us. So how do you solve for that problem?
That part right there. Everybody nowadays is wrapped up in their phones. Hear me out. They're wrapped up in their phones. Their phones is their lifeline. Every time you look around, you see somebody that's literally staring at their phone. They're in their phone. How can we as a society solve an issue like this when everybody's so wrapped up in their phones and not actually creating genuine connections with different people? That's the honest question that needs to be answered, because from what I'm seeing, the more and more technology is implemented into our lives, the more and more we see, the more and more things that happen, we're all being integrated through technology. There's no real connections anymore. Hell, you can't even sit at a damn kitchen table and talk to each other as a family because everybody's on their phone or watching the TV or watching something on their on their phones. We all know that shit happens. So how can we really fix the problem if the problem was implemented to each and every one of us through technology in our phones? That's the real question that needs to be answered, because from what I'm seeing, these quote unquote incel guys, or the guys that aren't really talking to women and all this stuff, they're wrapped up in their tech. They don't have the ability to be able to talk to women like they should. Because nowadays everything runs through the internet. Most girls and women, they're gonna be looking for a certain type of guy because that's the type of guy that they see on the internet or on Instagram and TikTok. They fantasize about that and they make that their standard. So indirectly, that's pricing them out of the market, as well as the guys that aren't talking to women because they're not what these women want. So there's only one natural way to do this. Well, not natural, artificial way to do this, and that's implementing technology that will curb that certain issue. And that's the honest truth. That's the only thing I can really say about it, because if you really think about it, that's what's happening. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe to channels, about podcast and sport.com. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.